Hey everyone, it's Bill here. I'm getting ready to do my predictions for day 9 of the 2021 World Darts Championship. Before I get into that, a couple things. We don't have the graphics ready. We do have a break after day 9. We've got to the 27th. That's when we plan on getting those graphics in. So I'm hard on the case for CAO to get this done. Ainsley's got to get on this. I'm confident in her abilities. She's got much more abilities than I do, or many more abilities than I do. So confident we'll have some graphics. Unfortunately, we're not going to have any graphics in this one. December 27th is that date that I'm striving for, and that's when round 3 starts up. But so what I'm going to do is predict for the last day, December 23rd, before the break, and all the last round 2 matches. But before I do that, let's get into what happened today and how I did. 8 matches, got 5 winners, 2 perfect scores. Still over 500. Every day I'm over 500. Can you believe this? I know this is going to change when we get into round 3 and round 4, but so far so good. So let's review the matches today. The first matchup, Brandon Dolan's beat Edward Folks 3-1. I predicted 3-0. Edward Folks got a set. Brandon Dolan, I thought after the first set was gonna go 3-0, but definitely slowed down. I saw his throw was a little bit faster, which is nice to see. But pretty solid effort in a 3-1 victory there. Next matchup, Joe Cullen beat Wayne Jones 3-0. I predicted 3-1. Liked the way Joe Cullen played. The second set was a little bit dicey, but I'm a big fan of Joe Cullen. I think he's got tons of talent, and I look for him to take a big run here. Eventually, he gets Johnny Clayton next, but I think that'll be a great match. But if he does win that, I think that's the first challenge that Van Gerwen will face, and it's a pretty good challenge for him. So good on Joe Cullen to win that. I think that's his first time he's ever got past Christmas, he was saying, so that's kind of crazy when you think about the talent that Joe Cullen has, but good on him. Good match. The next match was a fantastic one. Darius Labanauskas against Simon Whitlock. I predicted 3-2 for Darius Labanauskas and ended up 3-2 for Simon Whitlock. First of all, the 164 that Darius Labanauskas took out was that is insane. When you think about it, Simon Whitlock's got 36 to win the match, and you take it a 164. Here's the crazier thing. Simon Whitlock then starts off the next leg with a 10-darter. Like, it didn't even affect him. If someone took out a 164 when I was on a 36, I'd be crying. I'd be cursing the gods and bull crap. I wouldn't even know how to throw my next dart. So good on Simon Whitlock for doing that. I'm not a big Simon Whitlock fan. I got to be honest with you. His darts chew up a dartboard. I just don't like. I'm not a fan. I can't explain it to you. I don't know why. I just find myself cheering against him in a lot of matches. But I will say, fantastic there. That was something else to get a 10-darter after a person takes it a 164 to win the 4th set and force the 5th set. So it's a really great match, and that sets up a beauty. Simon Whitlock against Krzysztof Rutowski. I'm there all day for that one, and I'm really looking forward to that round 3 match. And in the last match, Danny Baggish beat Adrian Lewis 3-1. I predicted Adrian Lewis to win it 3-1. If I'm an Adrian Lewis fan, I'm concerned. Came out terribly. He's ranked 21. He's going to go down now. You've got some really good players coming up. You've got the Gabriel Clemens. You've got the Devin Petersons. They're going to overtake him. It's a slippery slope for Adrian Lewis, if you ask me right now, for him to get outside of the 32. Don't know what's wrong with his game. But it's been bad for 18 months. Started with him not getting the Premier League, and it's just been trending down and trending down. He'll get those odd matches where he plays really, really low. And I thought he would take out Danny Baggish. I don't think Danny Baggish played particularly fantastic. He played good. But he wasn't over the top. So you can't blame Adrian losing because the player stood on his head and ran away with it. I think if you're an Adrian Lewis fan, you're really concerned right now. That's all I can say. The next matchup, I didn't watch it, so I can't really comment on it, but Danny Noppert beat Cameron Carlson 3-1, and I had predicted 3-0. From what I understand, it wasn't a very good match. Maybe it was good. I didn't watch it. Averages were low. I'm not a big Danny Noppert. I don't believe in the fact that he's in the top 32 is kind of crazy to me. I don't think he's a top 32 player, but my opinion. And but he won. I think he got the benefit. If it was Martin Clearmacher, I thought I had Martin Clearmacher going for a while in this. So Martin Clearmacher would have beat Danny Noppert in a landslide. So Danny Noppert gets the 3rd round. He gets the money. I don't think he's going much further though. Next matchup, I don't know what to say about this one. I predicted Devin Peterson to win it 3-1, and he did. He beat Steve Lennon 3-1. What I will say is I've never, in a world championship match seen doubles fired that brutally. Here's the facts. Steve Lennon should have won this one 3-0. So Devin Peterson's got to really clean up. I don't know what's wrong with his game right now, but he isn't where he was 4 or 5 months ago when he couldn't miss. But Steve Lennon had 9 darts to win the first set. 9 at doubles. Missed them all. Had 2 in the second set to win that set. Missed them all. And then in the in the third set, it took him 11 darts before he won the set. 11 darts at a double before it won the set. And in the fourth set again, he was bottling stuff up. His dart percentage hit, he was 7 for 46, which is 15.2%. 7 for 46. That's like me back in high school asking girls out for a date. That was my percentage. You shouldn't be proud of that percentage. 7 for 46. I went back through my darts match, and I'm a terrible darts player. Here's my last 4 percentages on doubles in my last matches. 17.65%, 35.71. I don't know what I did on that one. Must have been even double 16 instead of every other double. 22.73 and 15.38. They were all better than Steve Lennon. If you're Steve Lennon, you are shaking your head going home going, maybe, here's a thought, maybe Steve, I don't know. If you never hit double 20, don't leave it. I don't know. Just thinking out loud here. I mean, and his darts at doubles weren't even close. It's not like he wired everything. He missed by a ton. It was like my arm took him over and started throwing. What can you say? Next match, very good match. Dirk Van Dijvenbode beat Rob Cross 3-2. I predicted 3-2 the other way. Rob Cross, to me, I think if Michael Smith takes a run here and knocks Rob Cross out of the top 4, there's no way Rob Cross gets selected for the Premier League. He's not playing good enough. He's just not. I know he's won stuff, but no one's afraid of him. He's not playing well. I remember when Rob Cross came up a couple of years ago, he was playing amazing. He's just not right now. He's not consistent. I don't know what's wrong with it. It looked like his throw was pretty good today. I just don't understand it. But Dirk Van Dijvenbode taking out a 99 while Rob Cross is on 12 for the game. That's called bottle. That's called the anti-Ian White. Like that's what Ian White never does. So Dirk Van Dijvenbode taking out that 99. You saw he reset himself a couple times before he actually went at it. I love watching Dirk Van Dijvenbode play. I love his energy. I love him all over the place. I love him doing the chug, whatever it is. But now if you take a look at it, he's got Adam Hunt in the next round. And then after that, he might have Danny Baggish or Glenn Durant. What's stopping him from getting to the quarters? So, again, Rob Cross, what a missed opportunity here. But Dirk Van Dijvenbode, very well done. Next matchup, not much to say on this one. Dimitri Vandenberg took Paul Lim to the woodshed and hit him around a couple times in there, beat him pretty good. I mean, but he chucked 108 average. Dimitri Vandenberg on a stage in a TV tournament is dynamite. So he doesn't do really well on the floor. If you ever watch him on the floor events, it's not as good, but when he gets TV, fantastic. Well, really well done. I really enjoyed watching that game, actually. So let's get into predictions for tomorrow. First one up is the two opposites attract in this one. Ricky Evans against Mickey Mansell. You got Ricky Evans who throws 3 darts before I can count to 3. And you got Mickey Mansell who I can count to about 500 before he even gets to the Aki. So it's going to be a tough one, I think, for Ricky Evans. How do you time it? Like Ricky Evans could probably walk out of the building, do a lap around Alexandria Palace and come back and then throw his darts and then he'd go back again, right? I think he's going to struggle with the pace. I hope he doesn't. I'm a big Ricky Evans fan. I like watching him play. But his consistency has been his issue for a long time. So I still like him to beat Mickey Mansell, though. I think he's got enough. If he gets going, he gets rocking, and he can time out what Mickey Mansell's doing, I think he can beat him. So I'm going to take Ricky Evans 3-1 in that one. Next matchup, Gary Anderson against Matters Razma. I think Matters Razma is going to piss off Gary Anderson a lot. And if you've ever seen Gary Anderson play darts, when he gets pissed off, he plays really, really good. And the reason why Matters Razma is going to piss him off is he's slow. He takes his time. He's deliberate. If you ever see Gary Anderson, he likes to get up there and throw the darts. So I like Gary Anderson to win this because he's going to get pissed off. And he'll win this one 3-0. Next one up, Stephen Bunting against Andy Bolton. I like watching Stephen Bunting play. Too bad it wasn't Jeff Smith he's playing because he'll chuck 100 average and beat him. Andy Bolton again, X Factor. X Factor. Give me a break. I don't think Andy Bolton's very good. Stephen Bunting's better, so Stephen Bunting should win this. I wouldn't be surprised if he doesn't, because he seems to bottle it as well. But I like Stephen Bunting to win this one, and I'll take him 3-1. Next one up, Mensur Suljovic against Matthew Edgar. I think Matthew Edgar said he was the favorite. He's not. But we haven't seen Mensur play in about 3 or 4 months due to some personal issues and some travel. But before I didn't see him, he was playing really, really well, doing a lot of good scores. So I like him to beat Matthew Edgar. I think he's just a better player. So I'm going to take Mensur Suljovic to win this one 3-1. Next one up, Dave Chisnell against Keegan Brown. Again, Dave Chisnell's one of my favorite players to watch. He's got a snatchy throw, though, but he hits 180s and 180s. You'll see him play one match in the same day, 110 average, and then throw in 90, and then maybe an 85. So I'm hoping the Dave Chisnell that throws the 180s shows up and is able to take this one. If he takes a look at what's up next, he's got a chance for a pretty decent run. So I think he's got to look at that and think it's a real opportunity. So I like him to win this one 3-1. Next one up, Jermaine Wadamita against Nick Kenny. This one I might miss. I might take my break. I don't know. Jermaine Wadamita, I like watch play, but these players have no chance of winning the tournament. So okay, fair enough. I'll take Jermaine Wadamita to win this one, though. I'll take him to win it 3-1. Next one up, I definitely will not take a break on this one. I think this will be the cracker of the night, the cracker of the day. Is Nathan Aspinall against Scott Waits. I've gone back and forth on this one on my predictions both ways. If it was Matt Campbell, you know I got Matt Campbell, Canadiana, right? Go Canada, eh? I've definitely been on that, but Scott Waits played fantastic. Good finishing. Last time he played Nathan Aspinall, that was his issue. He outplayed him, but just couldn't finish. But Nathan Aspinall seems to just rise himself up for World Darts Championship matches. Back and forth, flip a quarter. And I flipped the quarter, and it said Nathan Aspinall. So I'll take Nathan Aspinall to win this one 3-2, but it will be a fantastic match. And in the last match of the evening, Michael Smith takes on Jason Lowe. I'm a huge Michael Smith fan. I love watching him play. His issue's always been his doubles. He scores like nobody's business, and then he's not horrible. He's not 15.2% on doubles, but if you ever seen him play, and people keep talking about the fact that he hasn't won a major tournament. He's been in a couple finals. He's had chances to win those finals. Sort of got that Peter Wright thing, right? Peter Wright went to a lot of finals and didn't do it. I like Michael Smith. If you take a look at what happens next, Devin Peterson's not on form, and then he's got to run, to me, all the way right to, if you take a look at what's happening at the bottom part of that quarter, Rob Cross is out, Glenn Durant's playing terribly. There's a real chance for him to go on a big run here and get to at least to the semifinals. And he's, this year he's got a lot of money that he's protecting, or he's trying to protect. So I do like him to win this one, and I like him to win this one big over Jason Lowe. Jason Lowe is a really great player, but he didn't impress me in that first round match. I think Michael Smith's out to take this one. I know he had a horrible year last year, so I think he's trying to make amends for that. And I see him taking this one 3-0 with no issues whatsoever. So again, going back through the picks for tomorrow, Ricky Evans to beat Mickey Mansell 3-1. Gary Anderson to beat Matters Razma 3-0. Stephen Bunting to beat Andy Bolton 3-1. Mensur Suljovic to beat Matthew Edgar 3-1. Dave Chisnell to beat Keegan Brown 3-1. I'm saying 3-1 a lot, haven't I? Jermaine Wadamita to beat Nick Kenny 3-1. Nathan Aspinall to beat Scott Waits 3-2. And the last match, Michael Smith to beat Jason Lowe 3-0. Hope everyone has a good day of watching the darts tomorrow, and the last darts before the break until December 27th. Cheers. Enjoy the darts.